Uh.
Brandon Peachin here, owner of Mountain Lacrosse Network and host of Sideline Sessions. Episode 14, we have Eagle High Lacrosse head coach Nate Hobson on the show. Excited to get to know him better. Do us a favor, hit the like, subscribe, share with your friends. And once again, reach out to us or forward us on to someone you'd like to see on the show. Thanks for watching. Coach Nate Hobson, head coach, Eagle High School. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Episode 14 of Sideline Sessions. Excited to have you.
Wow, excited to be here.
Yeah. Local guy.
Yep.
Played Bora High. And now all the way over to one of the more competitive high school programs in the state.
Yeah.
Let's get into little Nate and how he started out playing lacrosse. Everybody loves to hear these stories. So.
Yeah, little Nate, probably just like every other kid. Played football, played baseball, basketball, and had some friends that I played all three sports with make the switch from baseball over to lacrosse, and it just kind of invited me over in fourth grade. Never looked back. My dad, big baseball guy though, so
Okay.
I think the switch was a little bit harder for him to let me kind of go over to lacrosse. But as every dad just want their kid to have fun, be competitive, grow.
Same thing here for Dad. I was like, "What is this game?"
Yeah.
The neighbors are in. Neighbor kids were doing it. Same thing, right? And that's how it is today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go tell your buddies.
Yeah, good.
Bring them on down. So
I probably have seen it. I probably haven't watched it, but maybe see someone playing at the school.
Treasure Valley Youth Lacrosse.
Yep.
Start there.
Yep. Started there. First coach, which is kind of interesting. My first year back in town, 2023, I was coaching TBYLL. Bill Ottinger. He was my first TBYLL head coach. He was coaching still TBYLL just because he loves lacrosse. No kids.
Sure.
Just loves lacrosse. It was kind of interesting coming back to it, seeing him there.
I bet.
It was really cool. But starting TBYLL, had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
On some good teams, on some bad teams.
Remember one? Remember like the team that you were on then?
The team.
Well, how were they broken apart back then?
It was really random. One year I was with a lot of who were then to be Rocky Mountain kids. One year was a lot of Centennial kids. Had some Boise kids on the team. It kind of just random every single year. Kind of like, the same 6, 7 guys. But other than that.
Okay.
But we did that, and then I went to Centennial my freshman year.
Okay.
Played there, and then my family moved just down the road, down 5 Mile.
Okay.
Out the Bora boundaries. So Centennial freshman year, Bora sophomore, junior, senior year, and that was that.
Okay. And then Bora High, did you play at Centennial? Or?
Yeah, played Centennial my freshman year. It was a lot of fun. Grew a ton.
Okay. Who's the head coach back then?
Griswold.
Okay.
I don't know if he's still around anymore.
I don't know.
He kind of popped up.
But I'm old and forgetful, so.
Yeah, he popped up when my senior year at Bora Ambrose.
Oh, yes. I forgot Ambrose had a team.
Yeah, Ambrose had a team for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
They were great. There's some good players.
There was some good players there, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, and then Bora, Midi.
Yeah. Face off.
Okay.
Kind of just did everything, It's interesting to kind of see, where some teams are with amount of players and, another school is kind of just fighting to have a team. We were one of those programs that was just, 16 players of one year, 20 players the next year. So you do a lot. You're in the game for most of the time, running, come out, grab a swig of water, get right back in.
Some coaches screaming, "We need a pole."
Yeah, so I did some man down a little bit. Never played goalie in high school.
Okay.
But every kid steps in TBYLL. It's part of the arc.
It's part of the ritual that is. Yeah. Every kid has to take turns inside the cage.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay, and then so how did that high school career go?
Doing great.
All-American?
Yep, All-American. That was great. I think where I got to be at the end of my senior year only came because I was at a school where I had to do a lot. Like I think back, you know, would I have been the player that I became to be if I was in a big school, you
Sure.
know, Rocky
Hmm.
Mountain, Mountain View. You know, being in close to Mountain View, I wanted to play for Mountain View. You know, they were
Yeah.
really good 2017,
Hmm.
2018, some great years for them. Wanted to be there, but would I have got an All American award my senior year? Probably not.
Yeah.
So
And part of that All American, I guarantee, I can guarantee you, is because you did so much.
I did a
You know.
lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, like look at this guy. He's putting in the work, both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
He does whatever he needs to, face offs. Like, yeah,
good fun. We had a lot of
this guy's
fun
a grinder.
that year.
Hmm.
Head coach Dave Fielding had 4 different head coaches, 4 years of high school.
Okay.
Um, so that was kind of one thing coming into Eagle that I had that I really did not like. You know, new year, new system, new head coach,
Yeah.
new, you know, vocabulary,
Hmm.
new. You can never really get into like the flow of things where you come in at the start of the year and it kind of not know what you're going to get into, but you know how it's going to go,
Hmm.
and never got that.
Okay.
So that was one thing I kind of like the stability thing.
Yeah.
I was talking with my wife and about going to Eagle and something with the board there. It's kind of
Yeah.
that's what I want. You know, I
Yeah.
want to give these kids a little bit of stability,
Stability and get a program rolling.
get a program rolling. Yeah,
Yeah. So, Bora, let's talk recruiting trail. Because you ended up at SVU,
yeah. So
Southern Virginia
yeah. So
University.
did a little bit of club
Okay.
early.
What clubs?
It was outlaw,
We know Outlaw well.
outlaw back in the day.
Okay.
Did like just a local tournament. You
Mhm.
know, the Boise Invitational. Went to Salt Lake maybe once or twice, but
Mhm.
between my junior and senior year, went down to BYU for like their camp or
Mhm.
whatever, and their coach was promoting. It's called Stripling Warriors Lacrosse,
Okay.
and so it was comprised. The coaches were at the time the BYU offensive coordinator, SVU head coach, and SVU defensive coordinator. They all played, I think, college together. Put this team together, and it's kind of like a recruiting grounds for SVU,
Sure.
BYU, UVU, kind of like those,
Mhm.
kind of like an LDS pipeline
Feeder system.
feeder,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And so it was great, like the values that they had. It was like a what would you call it, a chaperoned
Hmm.
event, I guess you could say. So like,
Less travel with the parents.
yeah,
Just roll with the coaches.
yeah. So
Hmm.
we'd show up like a day or two early,
Yeah.
practice together. So there was like a group of 40 kids, but the 18 or 20 that went was a little bit different every time, but you knew everybody.
Yeah.
Systems were all the same. We had a ton of fun.
That's great.
We went to New York, Philly, Boston. So kind of got my name in front of SVU coach that way.
Nice.
That's kind of where I landed.
Okay. And then 3 years at SVU.
No, just one.
Oh,
Just
sorry
one.
about that. It was high school 3 years ago. But
Yeah.
yeah, boy. Okay, so 1 year,
Hmm.
COVID.
Yeah. Well, so it was 20. So I went on right out of high school, I had my mission call.
Okay, that's why I didn't.
Yeah, there's a
Sorry, I
little
missed
bit in
that.
there.
Okay.
Not a lot of people know. So I went on a mission, came home early, and that I left, during the summer, came home late fall.
Mhm.
So too late to go for the fall semester, but I didn't commit before my mission. A lot of colleges don't really,
Sure.
they can't really, unless you're
Right.
a 5-star athlete for football, you can't really commit
Hmm.
maybe you can, but for me, it was kind of coming home. Okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Let's go play lacrosse.
Okay.
So landed out there. Wasn't maybe the best fit.
Okay.
Um,
Tell me
had,
about the area.
it's middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Blue Ridge Mountains is like a little
Sure.
bit outside of Charlottesville.
Hmm.
Um, middle of nowhere. Town's like 3,000 people. Campus, like the population on campus, like maybe just a little bit less than 1,000 people when I was there. Some high school was bigger. Or high school was bigger
Yeah.
than the university.
Hmm.
So it's just
It's pretty common actually with those smaller
yeah,
colleges back east
liberal
like
arts
that.
school on the
Yeah.
East Coast. I mean, it was like the location was cool.
Like the area, you mean? Not
Yeah,
necessarily on
yeah,
in
the area was
the
sweet.
intimate setting there. Yeah.
Maybe you could go to DC a couple hours away, go to Charlottesville right around the corner. So I got to go to a lot of UVA games.
Nice.
They won their national championship that 2019 year when I was out there. So got to go to a bunch of their home games. Went to a couple closed practices.
Yeah.
The practice that they had before their ACC championship against Notre Dame, I was there just kind of sitting on the hill watching them. Super cool.
Isn't it? There is a difference.
A huge difference.
Those guys are just crazy. Like they're it's funny because like one time in the airport, I just saw Vermont's team, which you don't even think Vermont is being these big leagues, but I didn't think there was anybody under 6 foot.
No.
And then the poles just kept flying.
Yeah.
So
It's bigger, it's faster,
Mhm.
everything
Yeah.
just speeds up.
Mhm.
That was really cool to watch.
Yeah.
And then, take back to D3,
Sure.
little liberal arts school. So
Yeah.
it was great. I was
Mhm.
more of like a fanboy at that point. I still love UVA lacrosse.
Yeah.
Big Connor Schellenberger fan.
Awesome.
Love that.
That's great.
So
Okay, so we do a year.
do a year.
Learn some more while you were there. I would
Yeah.
assume, right? Like you're
Yeah.
still playing competitive lacrosse back there.
Yeah. So it's great.
Yeah.
So that was when they were in the CAC. So like Salisbury, York.
Yeah, it's not like a slouch conference.
No,
by
it
any
is
means.
a great conference to be in. And that was kind of the recruiting pitch that the coaches gave me. It was like, hey, you can go play here and, be, really good on a mediocre team and
Mhm.
play mediocre competition, or you can come be here, kind of be middle of the pack and play against Salisbury or CNU, teams that are consistently in the top 15
Right.
in D3. Which we played Salisbury twice. I think we lost 20-2 both times, but it was. That
Spectacular, though,
that
right?
still is just
Yeah.
another level,
Yeah.
which was great to see.
Hmm. Yeah, it's funny. The respect that needs to be shared constantly on
Totally.
those levels that folks don't understand. Like uh, folks choose. There's a university for any player, right? And there's an
100%.
option for anybody that
That's what I
wants to
love
play.
about lacrosse.
Absolutely. And those, and I've said it before on this show numerous times, I'll keep saying it, but like 1, 2, and 3 isn't a ranking
Mhm.
of capability.
Totally.
There's plenty at every level that
Oh yeah.
players choose because of the experience that they're looking for. And there's plenty of spectacular guys that would have been starters at Virginia
Hmm.
that choose to go D3 because of the balance or the education that they're looking for.
Totally. We had, on my team, we had a player that definitely had D1 offers.
Mhm.
There's a guy that came through SVU that was a transfer from Syracuse because his grades just weren't there. He wasn't cutting it. And SVU was kind of the home place that he found. So the talent that you can see in Division 3 and Division 2
Right.
is up there with the best. It's just
Yeah.
probably not as concentrated.
Yep. I agree.
So
Okay. So after that, let me ask you, how was the food?
that was great.
Was it? Okay. Because it's so hit and miss.
It is hit and miss. Like we had the cafeteria and then we had just like a little like almost like a knockoff Chipotle.
Okay.
It's a little
Very common.
comment. So those were great. Um, ate a lot, worked out, but
Okay.
it was great.
You got a buddy you still talk to?
Yeah. So it's really cool. Started coaching, and uh, not one of my teammates, but a player that was from SVU moved to Eagle. Reached out through the grapevine.
Nice. Yeah.
Jay Bennett.
Yeah.
He was on our coaching staff for 2 years. He's now at BK, but he's from SVU as well. So it's just really cool to see like those guys come back.
Yeah.
Still talk to quite a few of my teammates. Even though I wasn't there for very long, I still have like a relationship, all the camaraderie in the locker room. Still like one of the
Mhm.
best parts.
Any of them ever make it out here or visit?
Yeah. Yeah, I think a couple of them have.
Mhm.
A couple of them are from here.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Um,
It's always funny to. I'm from Indiana originally,
cool.
and like the Northwest was just like this crazy wild place when I moved out here in 5th grade for the most part. But like the mountains, those
Yeah.
didn't exist,
Yeah.
or just the space in general was
Yeah.
not the same, So if when those folks come out this way, I think they kind of take back to where like, oh,
Hmm.
we're not on top of each other here. you know,
Totally. And the ground's not flat out here.
and you can kind of see what's over there. You know, like there's a mountain that marks your direction versus just like
Yeah,
endless trees and have
yeah,
no idea which way is south.
totally.
Yeah.
That was, and it's same thing both ways too. Like
Hmm.
when I went out there, like it's in the middle of the Blue Ridge Mountains, so
Yeah.
like just trees forever. And it's like they call Boise the city of trees, so I thought we had a lot.
No,
No shot.
no. Okay. So, let's see. What, during your playing career, a couple coaches
Yeah,
that stick out to you that maybe, use some of their lessons that they've,
yeah.
and, there's, whether it's sports or work, right? There's good bosses, bad
Hmm.
bosses, and you learn both ways. So
Totally.
maybe a couple lessons learned there.
Yeah. So Coach Lamb, the head coach over at SVU, I mean, he's been around the block. Uh, he's a great coach from Long
Yeah.
Island. I played at BYU and he coached at BYU, he was on the staff at Notre Dame. He's at SVU, but he was the Atlas OC, offensive coordinator, their
Okay.
first year. So like
Hmm.
when it comes to like knowing lacrosse and how to coach, I think he's one of the best.
Yeah.
Um, he he taught me a lot, as far as like lacrosse IQ goes. I mean, he taught me so much, and it's just so different. So, like, kind of back to that Stripping Warriors thing. Our team makeup was a lot of Utah kids, a couple Idaho, a couple California, Oregon, Washington, but a lot of West Coast. And so we'd go play these East Coast tournaments, and he's from the East Coast, and a lot of his we call them lambisms. A lot of his sayings were
Sure.
like that won't work. It might work in Utah County, it
Yeah.
might work in Idaho, but it's not going to work on the East Coast. So, kind of changing how I saw lacrosse
Yeah.
was definitely improved.
Yeah. Different systems, different
Different.
flows,
Yeah,
uh, different types of aggressiveness,
totally.
and speed and movement,
Yeah,
all of it. So it's almost two different styles,
yeah,
I would say, for sure.
yeah. He taught me a lot though.
Yeah.
And we had our defensive, I guess he was a graduate assistant. He's now the head coach at UVU. He had a little time at Westminster, Colin
Mhm.
Maxfield. He taught me just a ton as far as, what to see when you're on the defensive side of the field. I mean, he's a great, person to be around, great leader on the field. Um, yeah, I mean, he's doing great things at UVU now. I think they just came out with the preseason ranks for MCLA and UVU's number one.
Yeah. Isn't that
Oh,
wild?
it's crazy. A little Utah school.
I know it's awesome. Actually, on that list, quite a few. I happen to catch both, but a lot of West Coast schools on
Yeah,
the club side. That's
yeah. Steve
so.
Hahn was up there,
Number 12.
number 12.
Yeah, I think they were buried last year, maybe
So good for
20 or
them.
something, 20, low 20s maybe.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, should be exciting for them. Uh, so you played against Eagle
yeah,
or and Centennial, obviously, right?
yeah.
And now here you are at home.
Well,
Let's talk about Eagle then, and then playing them,
huh.
and maybe how that was and what you loved or hated.
So
Yeah.
senior year, we played Eagle. I don't think I played them my sophomore or my junior year, but I played them my freshman year and played them my senior year. They were so good. Like just running circles around our team. I think the fourth quarter or something. Instead of like, it's really boring when a team's up 18 and they just pass it around,
Right.
like just wasting time.
Hmm.
Instead of doing that, they played with five offensive guys against our six defensive guys, and they still, put up goals on us.
Oh, yeah.
One of those guys on that team, Dakota Huckville, he's our offensive coordinator at Eagle. So it's super nice to have that,
Yeah.
alumni coming into the program.
Hmm.
He's a phenomenal lacrosse player. He was also All American, phenomenal coach. But just having like that passive culture from a
Yeah.
couple years ago to now is great.
Yeah. So rolling in with that, those standards and expectations, and riding shotgun with you, and now at the helm. Tell me about how that kind of a little more detail on how this worked out for you.
Yeah, like how I became
Yeah.
coach. Yeah, so moved here. So left SVU
Hmm.
wasn't a great fit. I thought I still had some gas in the tank. Wanted to play, and then that COVID came around and kind of just derailed everything. But moved here. And we moved here beginning of 23, so January. Kind of a little late in the game to find a high school coaching spot. So hit up Logan Ball, got his number from a friend, and
That guy is like just a hub. If
yeah, for sure.
you need anything lacrosse, that's the guy. Yeah.
I sent him over coaching resume and was like, "Hey, if you know
Mhm.
anybody, I got some time on my hands. Wife and I just moved here, no kids yet. Would
Yeah.
love to kind of get back into the game. Was coaching a little bit in Eastern Idaho at Hillcrest, and he didn't have any spots in high school, but found a TVYLL spot that they needed a last coach, and
Okay.
so coached there for a season, and then my name got passed again from Logan. I think the board members at Eagle
Mhm.
were looking for a new coach. He threw my name out there. It was kind of like, ooh, like TVYLL to high school.
Right, I bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
why are we sure about this?
Yeah.
But just having a great support system with my wife,
Mhm.
talking it over with her. I mean, she's awesome. I couldn't do any of this without her.
Absolutely love it, man.
Um,
She deserves a shout out for sure.
yeah, shout out Aubrey. So Logan kind of passed my information over to Eagle, and then had some great conversation with those guys, Mark Erickson, Jim
Mhm.
Bradbury. Great conversations, and from there, it just kind of just took off. Went over to Eagle, and it's been awesome.
Yep.
Been really fortunate to be there.
We're going on season 3.
Yeah, this will be season 3. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, and we're record. I think went through the record. I've been watching for years, and these past couple of years, you could see
Mm-hmm.
what you're trying to institute coming in
Yeah.
into these games, right? And
Ah,
yes, moments of brilliance, obviously, and then all of a sudden, just like any school game,
yeah.
what the hell just happened?
Oh, totally.
Especially where, and I didn't say everybody, obviously, but like we had that one in the bag, guys.
Yeah, had one or two games of
Mhm.
bad luck,
Yeah,
a couple of those the year before. So it's just, I mean, it's learning, right?
yeah,
Like first time head varsity coach.
yeah,
Before I started almost 3 years ago to where I am now, it's like
mhm.
leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Let's talk about some growth as a coach.
yeah. Um, I mean, there's a lot that I can go
Okay,
into.
let's talk about maybe a couple things that irk you since then, like from the beginning, like this will never happen again, and or uh, how about this? We talked earlier, temper
Temper,
on the
yes, yes, yes,
sidelines.
yes. So my first fall, um, I got a penalty. Again, we were playing Boise. We were up big. It was just a stupid moment. We were man down, I think 2 man down, and Rowan Killian,
Mhm.
great player, was clearing the ball, trying to call timeout, 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 timeout. Wasn't getting it. Started screaming it, wasn't getting it, and just kind of lost my cool. Got a penalty.
Yeah,
And looking back, like that week, that weekend, I was like, okay, what did that get me?
sure.
Besides another flag, so now what, 3 man down?
Yeah.
Put our team in a worse spot. What did that really get me? And so that season goes on, go to the spring season, and my Coach Lamb, comes to our state playoff game against Mountain View
Mhm.
on C of I for the 2024 year. And I'm just kind of reflecting with him after the game, and his many years of experience was like, hey, yelling at the ref's going to get you absolutely nothing,
Sure.
right? It's going to get you absolutely nothing. It's going to make it worse.
I know there's some coaches that will definitely disagree with you that are probably more on
Probably.
the east side of the Mississippi versus
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, really trying to just like level headed on the sideline. Team looks at you
Mhm.
as the head coach. Team's looking at you. They reflect your demeanor, right? So if you're losing your cool at the start,
Right.
team's just going to follow your lead. And so that was one thing that I was like, okay,
Mhm.
I gotta, as a head coach, gotta stay calm, gotta
Yeah.
stay level headed, consistent. Don't ride the highs too high, don't ride the lows too low. That we talk about that as a team too,
Yeah.
big time.
Absolutely. And then you got another one of the lessons learned.
I wouldn't necessarily like one thing is just kind of just flow, right? Like
Okay.
not necessarily a lesson, but how to run things, how to run a
Okay.
program.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I'm never going to sit up here and say I'm a perfect
Uh-huh.
coach or
I don't think anybody that is good at something would ever say
right,
they're great or perfect. So,
right. But like,
or that wants to get better.
yeah, but
Yeah.
where you start to where you are now
Mhm.
is, it's
Yeah.
got to be better than where you were, and that's what we're all
Yeah.
striving for, right?
So,
So,
coming in, right? You're a new head coach, you're a new coaching staff, right? For the most part. Is
for the
it?
most part,
Yeah.
yeah, so Jay was new when I
Mhm.
was there. We had a longtime Eagle coach, Lance Teal.
Okay.
His youngest son was a senior my first year, and so he was great in the fact that I was able to come in and he was there, and he was kind of like that anchor point.
Yeah.
Brings a lot of energy if you know him, a lot of juice, um, and he was great to kind of point me in the direction I needed to go. I mean, he's been around sports coaching for a long time. Had four kids go through Eagle, girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse, you name it.
Yeah.
So moving in and having Lance there, kind of, you know, not tell me what to do. He was very good, not, you know, taking
Sure.
over. Right? He was
Hmm.
like, "Hey, I would suggest this. Do it how you want, but this is what I would
Yeah.
suggest. Do what you want." And it
Hmm.
was great. And it came to a point where I was like, "Lance, I know you're not telling me what to do. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
tell me what to
Hey,
do."
if I'm missing something, let me know, man.
Yeah, if I'm missing
Yeah.
something, let me know.
Especially when it comes to you're, I talked with uh gosh darn it, Chad Biggs,
Hmm.
outgoing president of Church Valley, and helping younger coaches get into head coaching positions or just coaching. And there's a lot that pressure that comes with it. Think you need to know it all when you
Totally.
show up, and a lot of times we just need that person,
Yeah.
like you mentioned, that helps you get stable Monday through Friday. Right?
Hmm.
Today's Monday. These are the things that we usually have laid out. This is what we prepare for Friday. Uh, that are the logistics
Hmm.
of the program and the team, not necessarily the X's and O's or those kind of things. And that's a huge help to get
Yeah.
you like squared away and
Yeah.
take some weight off for your mind
Totally.
to focus on the things that you're there to do
Hmm.
at first, which is get the players ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome, man. That's
It's
awesome.
one
You
thing
have that.
that I learned coming in is like I heard my parents say this all the time growing up too. It's like the boys don't really, they don't care if you know everything. They don't
Hmm.
really care. It's like just staying consistent with them, communication,
Yeah.
um, actions speak a lot louder than
Show
words.
up.
Show up, show out.
Yep.
So,
Have their backs, right? So yeah. Okay. So we're into season three,
mhm,
and let's get a little bit into past couple of years, some goals.
mhm.
Maybe you had some short term goals, and now we're here. We're committed. They're not going to get rid of you. They would have by now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We, Jim Bradbury was joking last year. So my son Mac, he's 2, class of
Hmm.
2042.
Perfect.
So he always
Maybe we'll get them
jokes.
up here on one of the
Oh
shows.
man, he jokes, "Hey, we got you till 2042." I'm like, I don't know that long. Maybe not that long,
It's right around the corner before you know.
but those TVYL kids that I coached,
Sure.
it was an Eagle team, and so now they're seventh graders. I think it'd be sweet to kind of see them
Just like that. Yeah.
kind of go full circle with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Before you know it, you're going to be there. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it's only 2 years away.
it flies.
Hmm.
We take a lot of pride in our middle school program. They had a championship this last
Yeah.
spring. They're doing great things. Tyler and Johnny down there, the coaches. Um, but I see them all the time.
Yeah.
That's so cool to see them and
Yeah.
see them grow up because going from fourth grade to seventh grade, I mean, they change a ton.
Yep. And
So,
I would assume, like most programs that high school and down, middle school programming is teaching some kind of core
mhm,
principles that, as they level up in
mhm.
age from middle school to
Yeah,
varsity. They're in the system.
totally,
Yeah.
totally. And we treat them as such, right? We
Yeah.
all practice at the same
Mhm.
field. Um, you know, Tyler and Johnny are always asking, "Hey, what
Yeah.
would you like to see in, 1 to 3 years from these kids?" And, our coaches can really give them some direction on
Yeah.
what we want to see with the vocabulary that we want to be using,
Right.
terms that we want them to be able to know and
Hmm.
come into high school. So it's not like a huge stepping stone. I mean, it's always going to be a big step,
Right.
regardless of who you are. But if we can minimize that the best we
Yeah.
can,
If you're all speaking the same language and
big,
flow for the most part is the same.
yeah.
The energy
Yep.
and the way people play and the expectations are all the same. And I like pointing this out too. Same for the parents.
Hmm.
They know what they're getting into. Hey, folks, nothing's changed. These are the same expectations
Yep.
for you here too. So we love everybody to help.
Yeah.
Do your part, and then so year three, you're getting the system in. This is usually when you kind of really start seeing it click, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
we really starting to see that actually. So the first two seasons of, for example, fall ball, just because we've already had fall ball
yeah,
this season. First two seasons of fall ball that were very different. I'd say all three of them have been. First year coming in was just trying to learn all these new boys,
yeah,
right? All of these new players.
hmm,
Who can do what, names that start.
yeah, I'm with you.
And then second was kind of, development year, trying to fill space between the
Hmm.
JV boys moving up to varsity and still at the same time maintaining that competitive edge with the varsity boys. But this last fall, because we're so young, we graduated, 13 or 14 seniors last year.
Yeah,
Super young team. It was just all development. And it was great because, our JV coaches last year and our middle school
hmm,
coaches have been already laying the groundworks for it. So now we can come in and really not, refine it
yeah,
into a sorts, but still build on what they have already started. Um, it just gets better every single year. It's more fun. the,
yeah.
the amount of fun that we have is just it's great.
It's good, man. The fun matters
Oh,
for sure,
100%.
and that energy is needed, especially when it's like hard, man. You can have an incredibly hard practice and still have a great time.
Totally.
Those things do exist, and
Totally.
that's just a perception.
Mhm.
In like, hey, let's get after it, guys. Let's
Yeah.
go push each other. Let's have some fun. We can bust some chops when we do it too. So um, yeah. So we get into so I put the question on there as you walk into that
Yeah.
stadium, right?
Thought that was a great question.
There's it's not necessarily unique to Eagle, but there's a few there, and they're very shiny. The championships are on the wall,
Hmm.
and walking into that stadium, everybody sees them, whether they're Mustangs or not.
100%.
And it's like, okay, this there's a uh, my juices get going. Like,
Yeah.
well, we'll smack them around the home,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it's the same. Protect that house for you folks.
100%. I think that tradition just is at Eagle in general, right? I think Eagle's a great place for sports, football,
Hmm.
basketball, soccer. A lot of championships have come through Eagle, and a couple state championships for Eagle and Lacrosse, which has been great.
Hmm.
So seeing that when you come into your home field, it's like, okay, like it means something to wear Eagle across your chest. It's we're not playing for ourselves. One of our main pillars for the team is we over me. You probably see it on all of our social media posts, a little
Right.
WOM,
Hmm.
we over me, and it's just kind of like all encompassing. We're here because we want to be here. We're here
Hmm.
for each other. The tradition of Eagle, the state championships that, like you said, you
Yep.
walk through, which I think is pretty unique. I don't. Does
Uh,
anybody else have like that type of art?
not that. No, not that type of arch. No.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, it bugs me to see them, and I'm not even. I don't even have a dog in the hunt. So I just enjoy sports and the
Oh,
competition in
totally.
general. Um, so let's get into more some of those pillars for you,
Yeah.
and maybe how they've slowly evolved
Hmm.
over time. And then you're a fairly young coach.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago you were in their shoes,
100.
and let's talk about that perspective too. So
Yeah.
pillars, and then being a young guy in
Yeah.
the sport, and
Our biggest pillar, like I said, is just we over me. I
mhm,
don't think that will ever change.
okay,
It started before I got to Eagle. Um, and it's just something that we hammer every single day, right? Like
yeah,
if we're there for everybody's got some sort of, selfish reason to be there,
Sure.
right? Whether
Yeah.
it's you want to have fun or, you go play college,
Mhm.
whatever. Um, but there's got to be like an overwhelming other reason why you're there, right? You're there for
You
your
can't play the game by
brothers.
yourself.
You
This isn't.
can't play the game by
It's
yourself.
not track.
It's
Yeah.
not
So
track.
yeah.
It's not wrestling. It's not
Hmm.
golf.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, just be there for each other. As coaches, we always say, "Hey, you're not playing for me, right? Like, do what you want to do, but when your teammate and brother asks you to do something, like, hey, you got to be there for them."
Right.
And so we've really tried to hammer home on that. Which I think is great.
Yeah.
Um,
So players holding each other accountable.
yeah, yeah, I think that's what's going to make a championship team, right?
Yeah.
Great teams are going to hold each other accountable. It's not going to be from a coach down.
Mhm.
Players got it because, I mean, to be honest, I'm with them maybe 2.5 hours a day if you count before and after
Right.
practice. It's not a lot.
Hmm.
So I mean, your boys that are with you at school, hanging out with you on the weekends, keeping each other accountable, wanting to get better
Yeah.
for each other.
I love that you bring that up on the accountability off the field,
Yeah,
and because it's easy for young men to slip into being knuckleheads,
totally.
and it doesn't take much for something like, hey man, we got a tight game, and so went and did something dumb,
Hmm.
and now he's suspended or whatever.
Totally.
So and then it could, who knows, it could be a starting goalie, right?
Yeah.
It is it could be a critical player that screws up by holding, knowing that you have a call
Hmm.
available with the team, and that accountability to where it's like this, we got,
Yeah.
it's late, it's 10 o'clock, it's time to go home or something. So not that you can't have fun, but
Yeah.
it's
Be smart and have
holding
fun.
each other responsible and safe. So um, so coming up, when you were a player, what did you maybe struggle with
Hmm.
that you're now able to maybe feel them in a different way because of being a younger coach? Maybe I think sometimes these older guys forget how it was, or what, things have changed a little,
Yeah, I
So
wasn't too far off.
yeah.
I graduated high school in 2018. It's now
Hmm.
2026, so it's really not that long ago. I think one thing I struggle with, and then I'm gonna struggle with my gosh, time management.
Yeah.
Outside of lacrosse,
Sure.
everyday life, time management. I think that's something that looking back, I could have been a lot better on. We talk about um, there's 2 hours a day of practice during the season. That's like everybody's practicing 2 hours a day, right? But how are you going to get better? If everybody's doing the same thing, how are you going to get better? On
Yeah.
top of that, set aside that time to go play some wall ball,
Hmm.
go lift some weights,
Yeah.
go jog,
Yeah.
something.
Watch some tape.
Watch some tape. Yeah, do something, right?
Hmm.
And that time management is huge, especially when you got lots of school going on.
Yeah.
Um,
You're midway through the season.
midway through the season, something's going to
You're
hit.
tired. The body hurts.
Yeah,
You got tests coming.
yeah,
Maybe the girlfriend or whatever, you're not giving her enough time, so she's on you. Like
yeah.
you can get pulled in a lot of different ways. Mom and dad on your butt because you're not getting your chores done. Yeah.
There's always something, right?
Yeah.
There's always an excuse, but helping these guys
Hmm.
just stay focused,
Yeah.
manage their time. I think that's a huge factor that isn't always something looked at.
Yeah. Using practice to help them reset and refocus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Cool. Um, so now that you've been coaching, I I've been trying to. We're getting closer to the start of the season.
Yeah, it's right around the
I
corner.
mean, it's for the most part, it's pretty much here, right? So,
Yeah.
uh, and who are you looking for this year? Who
Oh,
do you got? Who do you got that you're just like, man, I gotta get him this year. Let's just have some fun with it.
hmm.
Is there one that got you
I
this
think
last year?
I think from last year to this year,
Hmm.
we brought over Matt Miller. He
Yeah,
was coaching at Boise. He teaches at Eagle, which is fantastic.
right.
Um,
Keep an eye on those guys.
oh yeah, I can't be with them all the time, but
Sure.
Miller sees them all the time. We had our first game against Boise, and it
Hmm.
was at home, and it went into overtime. We were playing, we were up at halftime, kind of let go a little bit in the second half, and it was really hard. One, because our coach, that's his former team.
Mm-hmm.
That's the game that he had circled on his
Right.
calendar. Then we lose to them in the playoffs too on another
Mm-hmm.
really close game.
It was a close game.
So I think with those two things, those two games from last year, and having Coach Miller with us, like Boise
Okay.
schedule, just we got to get one for
Coach. Yeah. Okay. And then what about a couple players this year?
There's a lot of talent. I mean, Dakota and I, Coach Hawk, we talked like what it was like when
Mm-hmm.
we were in high school too.
Yeah.
Now, I
Let's
mean,
talk about that.
there, and I could be wrong. I don't think anybody was going Division 1. I mean, there's Zane Freed
Mm-hmm.
out of Eagle. I think he was 2017, and then I mean, there's a lot of talent
Yeah.
2018, but no like Division 1,
Sure.
right? You had a lot of talent. Ricky had a lot of talent. Eagle had a lot of talent. Uh, but then it kind of paused for a little bit, and then Cannon and Shane at Eagle, and a couple Rockies. There's lots of
Yeah.
now. There's a handful of kids that have
Yeah.
come out of the area going D1. So it's like, Cody Wheeler
Mm-hmm.
going to Hobart, um,
Yeah.
and so it's like a lot of talent. I feel
You
like
have two St. Bonnie kids rolling out.
two St. Bonnie kids. Alman from BK going to Queens.
Yeah.
Super cool. I mean, now we've got multiple D1 players,
Isn't that
and
crazy?
it's crazy how the game grows.
Yeah.
I feel old saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But I think that's a testament to the work and the growth that's happening. And
Totally.
folks like yourself, Logan, and others that have invested here
Yeah,
and made it a point to make this place an opportunity for kids to play out of. And man, it's coming back around.
it is.
The
It
knowledge
is.
is coming back, right?
And I,
There's
and I think to help that is a lot of players that have gone to play
Mhm.
have now come back to the Valley and want to give back.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's less quote unquote bad coaches out
No,
there that
I just want to say that.
it's just the way the Valley's moving. And I think it's great. The game's growing. There's more experience now
Yeah.
coaching. Someone that has played at that higher level that knows what it takes to really kind of
Yeah.
guide a player through that recruiting process or through playing and
Mhm.
all those things that maybe wasn't as available for
Right.
guys closer to my age.
Yeah. Okay. So we went through a list of players there. Let's talk a little bit about the Eagle guys.
Eagle guys, we got some studs.
Let's talk about a
We got
few.
some studs. We got a smaller senior class this year, but a lot of talent. A lot of guys that have been putting in a lot of work for a lot of time. Um, you know, AC Graham, this is going to be his, I think, fourth year on varsity. Gavin Davies, our goalie, is a
Mhm.
senior. Van Bradbury, these guys that have, started playing for Eagle middle school, varsity their freshman year. Maybe they were on the swing team or whatever, but they've been here for a long time.
Products of this system that everybody's been working on. Yeah.
Everybody's working hard,
Yeah.
so it's super cool to see them grow on the field, off the field.
Yeah.
So, um, we're gonna have a really fun team this year.
Okay.
Losing, like I said, 13 seniors. It really not resets, but you got to start a little bit fresh. But those building blocks and those pillars
Yeah.
that you have, those never change.
Right.
It's more, every year's a new team
Mhm.
across the board. For every school, every team is new. Every team is different than the year they had before, and so I think we're definitely just like that.
Some young guys you're looking to see explode this year, step
Yeah.
up, and then
Oh yeah.
start shining.
Oh yeah.
What do you got?
Well, we got a big 29 class coming in.
Okay.
That eighth grade class that won that, their
Hmm.
championship this last year. They're coming in. We had a lot of them play with us in the fall. A lot of them, multi-sport athletes, which we love. Um, but a lot of them play with us in the fall and fit right in. We had, one senior this fall, Casey, who, was a real good leader for us.
Hmm.
He was dual sport in the fall doing mountain biking and lacrosse. So he wasn't there at practice a whole lot. So a lot of juniors now were stepping up into those leadership roles. Captains were mostly juniors.
Yeah.
Um, those freshmen have to learn from someone,
Yeah.
right? And I gotta commend those boys for taking them underneath their wings, saying, "Hey, this is how we do things." You know, coach doesn't like us being late. You
Yeah.
better not be late.
Yeah. Just because coach is late doesn't mean we're going to be late.
Totally, totally.
Yeah. It's awesome to see that. And, in life, in general, same example, right? Like sometimes if you sit around and wait for a leader to show up,
Yeah,
it'll never happen. So
someone's got to step up.
you just got to make it happen yourself. So I love to hear that the, juniors and whatnot. And then you can lead at multiple levels, even though there's a senior.
Hmm.
I guarantee you there's going to be a time for those seniors that they're going to need, uh, you know, they're going to need picked up
Hmm.
because, they're struggling. And at the same time, they're going to need a kick in the butt.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
don't
totally.
be afraid of those younger guys, those underclassmen to help out in multiple ways for sure.
I think everybody grows that way too,
Yeah.
right? Like, um, you hear like someone might think, oh, like my senior year, I'll be able to turn it on. I'll be the oldest one on the field, but it's got to happen at some point,
Yeah.
right? Whether
Why not work for it every day?
why not work for it every single day?
Yeah.
You're a junior, like let's step in.
Hmm.
We had a sophomore face off last year, Houston Jones.
Yeah.
He was a freshman, and we had Tanner Spokley, who's now
Mhm.
playing at Aurora.
Yeah.
Great face off player. And so Houston comes in as a sophomore and they
He's
just
he's there with his brother still, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both still there. So like Houston definitely got thrown
Yeah.
to the fire a little bit. You know, it just yeah, you got to step in, you got to grow, you got to figure it out. And so his growth last year was great. Can't wait to see what he does this year. He's growing, but just like you said, like we're not now.
Yeah.
Let's turn it on now. Let's figure it out.
Yeah. But it's okay to be uncomfortable.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 5 years from now, what do you want the players to say about the plan for you?
Um, my thing is just I want them to like know that I always had their best interest in mind.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes in the moment, I don't feel that way.
Sure. Of course.
I definitely probably felt that way playing, but like that's just mine. And state coach is always honest with me.
Hmm.
Right? That's one thing that um, I would never want a player to think is, hey, coach lied to me.
Yeah.
Coach said he was going to do this. And
I mean, that'd kill you.
yeah, to kill you. And that's the same thing in life
Hmm.
too. Being married, would never want, my wife, my family to say, hey, he said he was going to do this and he didn't. That's tough.
Yeah. Okay. Let's lead into this then. This program's ready.
Yeah.
They're jonesing for a win and winning season. How do you feel about that? Sure.
Yeah. I
I'm assuming it's there. Just
Yeah.
just from
Yeah,
being around and
it's always,
expectations for Eagle, like
I
get
think,
back in that.
I think it wouldn't be worth it if the pressure was not. If the expectations weren't high, it wouldn't be as rewarding.
That'd be a wreck team.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, having high expectations and some pressure that goes along with it, it's great. Um, I I love it. Sure, sure the players love it
Yeah.
too, but that's awesome.
Good. Good. I mean, I'm nervous. I know how you guys feel. I know it's a lot.
There's a lot, and there's a lot of like, respect to all the other coaches out there too. There's a
Hmm.
lot of time that goes into it that might not be seen.
Yeah.
Practice plans before practice, watching film at night.
Hmm.
Um, I know all the guys in the valley don't do it for the money.
We've joked about it numerous times. So,
They're not
but
doing it for the money. They're doing it for the love of the game and the love to see these boys grow up to be men. I
mhm.
think that's the most important thing. Cross is second to helping these boys become.
It's just a opportunity to
100%.
be there and to give that way. Let's talk about the time. I don't think I've asked any coach so far, time wise, what a season looks like. I know what it looks like, but I don't think we've talked about
Yeah.
it openly. So you had mentioned like 2.5 hours a day, right? Is what you
Yeah.
get hands on with the guys
Hmm.
on the field. But in reality, um, maybe I'll take a stab at it. You can help to it. there's an hour before the game, minimum. That's just game days to
Yep.
show up, get things ready, get the guys ready, stretched out, whether or not there's travel or not.
Yeah.
Include, let's just say a home game.
Uh-huh.
During that week, there's, also you got to help make sure whatever equipment is necessary.
hmm
There's a scoreboard. I know you got parents help, but
We
people are
have a
still
lot of parents
bugging
that
it.
help out, and we have
Yeah.
some great board members
Mhm.
too that, they're volunteers,
Right.
and so they're doing it because they love doing it. They love the
Yeah.
boys, they love the game. So I
Yeah.
think before you get going on
Yeah.
your
Let's do it.
schedule, it's like a lot of these programs, have so much coming in from parents and from
Yeah.
board members. It's great. So like my schedule is one thing, but a lot of it is subsidized by parents.
Yeah.
Not subsidized, but like time, help.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No, if you look at it as like a company
yeah,
selling widgets and the widget is the production on the field, absolutely. You got to have all types, admin to
hmm
whatever, maintenance and everything. So,
yeah,
but as a coach, then, you know, making sure that's good to go. The book, someone's got to have the damn book, right? Where's the book?
yeah.
That's
Where's the
always a
book?
thing. Why aren't the game balls out? But and then after, like, it's not like you can leave. There's a,
Right.
there's a guarantee at least half an hour, 45 minutes of just post game
Post game,
with the team,
uh-huh,
coaches,
uh-huh.
yeah, breaking it down, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, and a lot of that varies on
Hmm.
whether it was good or bad.
And then it's before you leave the stadium, parents are lined up.
Clean up,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, just to
I th
talk or whatever.
I think
Yeah.
our parents are really good about, let's say there's a really hard game,
Yeah.
get beat pretty bad. I
Uh-huh.
don't I in my experience, through 2 seasons on my 3rd, I haven't been confronted by a parent, after a game, "Why didn't you do this?
Yeah.
Why?"
I'm not getting into that, but I'm saying like
Right.
good job, coach,
Yeah, yeah, so
or like,
there's
hey man,
that.
we'll get that, support,
Totally.
working our way through
And if
5 or 10 of those on
there's
the way up.
injuries, so
Mhm.
checking in on,
Yeah.
players, just,
Right.
being there for them,
Mhm.
cleaning up the field. Um,
Yeah.
we're so lucky to be able to use the turf as
Yeah.
a club sport, non-sanctioned.
Yeah.
We're so lucky. So,
And then immediately drive home phone calls.
oh yeah, drive home phone calls, and luckily, I mean, I don't live in Eagle too, so my
So,
commute home is like 30
yeah,
minutes.
you got plenty of time to
I
chat then.
have so much windshield time where it's like, okay, who do I want to call right now? Is it Coach Miller, Coach Hawk,
Hmm.
Jim, board president?
Right.
Usually it's not the opposing head coach.
Yeah.
More times than not, it's not the opposing head
Okay.
coach.
Or
So,
the commissioner,
or the commissioner, you know, commissioner.
which all comes with the deal sometimes.
Yeah,
But then it's like, okay, when we're going to get in a game tape, when we're going to start breaking it down,
100%.
and then all those conversations happen again.
Yeah.
So, you know, 2 hours a week, and then a game is roughly 2.5 hours to 3 hours. I mean, there's 7 hours of
Mhm.
a game
Totally.
minimum that every game day.
You
So,
kind of we little tradition we have our varsity boys sit up in the box for the JV game for the
mhm,
first half of the JV game. So
mhm,
add that time in there too.
yeah.
But that's just you can't count that. That's just great
But yeah, that's fun.
camaraderie
Yeah, I was
there.
there early one day for a JV game, and then they were hooting and hollering,
Yep,
forcing
coming
them out.
in.
Mhm.
Yeah, they'll get rowdy for the
Yeah,
boys down there, and
yeah,
we'll open up the window and cheer for
yeah,
them. It's just fun,
it is fun.
right? And I mean, a lot of brothers are on the team,
Yeah,
so if your brother scores down there, it's like you we're going
yeah,
crazy for him.
yeah, I agree. As you should,
Yeah,
and you should be on busting his chops a little at the same time. So
yeah.
I mean, the brother, he knows,
Oh,
he
yeah,
knows,
he knows it's all
he
fun
knows
and
when to
games.
push, right? Um, all right, on the locker room or drive to the field playlist. What do you got? What do you got for your hype playlist? Are you a playlist guy?
Well, it changes.
Okay,
It changes. Like
depends on the game, the opponent, just week.
a little bit.
Okay,
There was a week last year where I just listened to the Rocky soundtrack for like a week,
okay.
just trying to get as pumped up as I
A
could.
lot of Scorpions.
Yeah,
Okay,
big fan of Styx.
all right.
But then
That's funny.
it could go back to some country or
Mhm.
some rap. Just
Okay,
you know amp yourself up, but then bring yourself back down just a little bit.
I've been on a side note here. I've yet to tell anybody, but I've been working on the opposite of yacht rock, but for women, called Rose Rock,
There you go.
a playlist, and it definitely has some sticks on there
Hey,
and some
yes,
Foreigner and
yes,
some bands like that. So
yes,
now someone can steal it and actually do it for me since I'm not obviously doing it now, and I won't become famous for Rose.
that's
But
that's okay.
yeah, that's good. And then game day traditions.
Yeah, so for myself,
Yeah, let's go back in high school even.
back in high school, I don't know if I actually had any. Senior year, I mean, I didn't have class that second half of the day.
Okay.
Go home, take a little nap.
Okay.
Um,
You got a CD. Did you pull something out of the CD case back then?
no, I'm not that old.
Oh, okay.
I had the Bluetooth transmitter
Oh,
that
yeah, okay.
you'd put into
All
the
right, sorry about
cigarette
that.
lighter
Yeah.
and tune it to your
Okay.
radio.
Yeah.
Um, Now I love to golf.
Okay.
It's a great, lifetime sport, but like,
Hmm.
if I go golfing by myself, I can really kind of just, you know, channel, just come down, really focus. I love to go to the range before games.
Okay.
So
Like
like
the real range or Top Golf?
not that well.
Okay,
We'll
cool.
go to like River Birch for home games,
Yeah.
but depending on where we're playing, I got things like I went to Boise Ranch for the rugby game. Go to Indian Lakes before at BK.
Yeah.
Just little things like that. I'll go hit a small bucket. Just kind of just I can just get my own thoughts.
Yeah.
Kind of tune in a little bit.
Okay.
Get to the field. Go sit up in the box with the boys.
Hmm.
Um, and then we're lucky enough we get to use the locker room. So they'll drop their stuff in the locker room.
Let's talk about that value.
Oh, it's so nice.
Okay.
I don't know where everybody else is in the valley with being able to use facilities.
Little to none.
Little to none.
Yeah.
Our AD at Eagle is awesome.
Okay.
He works with us. Um,
Which locker room do you get?
we get the lot
Like
like
the football
yeah,
boys locker
I
room,
think
whatever's there, I guess.
I think it's the one like when you're coming to Eagle right there on the
Okay.
corner.
I didn't know if like the basketball one was different or something. I've
I don't
never been
know.
inside that portion of the Eagle, so okay.
It's the only locker
But
room I've
whatever's right
been.
there, both
Whatever's
whatever.
right there,
Okay.
right when you walk in,
Okay.
right there to go into the stadium.
Nice.
We get that, and then just warm up field. We got our. It's changed, with
Hmm.
time. Our pregame warm up. We don't want to change it too much, and
Okay.
shock the boys a little bit. Let them get into their
Sure.
their game day mode.
Okay.
But it's changed a little bit, so kind of take it how it goes, and if we feel like we need to throw something in there, if it's a low energy day,
Yeah.
kind of get something going,
Fired up.
get them fired up.
Get them fired up, man. You ever go? I don't even know why I have to try to get you guys fired up. What is?
Yeah,
I'm losing my mind.
yeah. I don't want to coach your energy.
Yeah, those guys, they're like super calm in those like before big events, like
Yeah,
that can nap. Those guys are terrifying.
yeah, they're killers.
Yeah, it's just like there's
Absolute
something wrong with this
killers.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nonchalant, just killer.
Best lacrosse memory as a player. Maybe there's a couple, different ages.
Probably. So, like the locker room atmosphere is
Hmm.
great. Um, Traveling in club ball and staying in the hotel with your friends is arguably,
As a player.
as a player,
Okay.
arguably more fun.
Yeah.
So staying in the hotel, there's like the Best Western we were staying in had a sauna, and we overcooked the sauna,
Okay.
and fire alarms went off.
All right.
Great.
Statute of limitations run out on that. Maybe. Let's
Maybe.
assume that. We'll miss somebody. So yeah, just goofiness, like overflowing the hot tub
Yeah,
or something.
overflowing the hot. It's so
Yeah.
fun. That's like I think back, like I don't necessarily remember the plays you make on the field or
Sure.
what my teammate did, but it's like I remember the moments with my teammate in the locker
Mhm.
room or hanging out with them in the
Yeah.
hotel. Those are great times,
Yeah.
and it runs out fast.
It does. It's like a flash for sure.
Yeah,
Especially that old guy sitting here thinking about young dad. So it'll go. I know. I'm sure your parents are telling you
oh
it'll
yeah,
be
and
quick.
they. I mean, I think I have four sisters, only son. I'm the oldest. So
Okay.
the relationship I have with my dad is special. And he has had fun.
I
Now that
bet.
I'm coaching, coming back to lacrosse,
Hmm.
um, the scoreboard horn at Eagle doesn't work.
Oh,
So if you're at a home game, there's a truck that's parked on the west side.
okay.
He's got a train horn in his truck. That's our end of quarter horn. I mean, he just has fun with it.
That's great, man.
Um,
I love it.
my parents come,
I
so
bet he's just as excited to see you on that sideline coaching as he ever was when you were
I
playing.
think so.
I know
He
so.
was always on the sideline when he never coached lacrosse. He's a baseball guy, like I said, so he never coached. But I mean, he was always on the sideline cheering.
Yeah.
I got a pretty special picture my senior year of me taking a shot on the run, and like in the back of the photo is my dad's silhouette, with
Yeah.
his leather hunting hat and just
Mhm.
standing back there, which it's cool because they
Absolutely.
always stand behind you through
Hmm.
good and bad. It's awesome.
Yeah. Your sisters play?
One sister did for a little bit, but they're more softball.
Okay.
So
So he's still got his ball
yeah,
players.
he got his ball players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Uh, best lacrosse memory so far as a coach.
I mean, it was really fun going to Spokane my first fall, and winning that tournament.
Yeah.
It was really fun, and that was like, first fall as a varsity head coach, winning a tournament. I was great. I got a little shelf at my desk.
Mhm.
Trophy sits on the shelf.
Okay.
Um,
That's great.
that's a great memory. Um, I think there's some moments that we've had on the practice field where it's like a great come together, as a team where
Hmm.
not necessarily like the lacrosse side, like the IQ light bulb, but it's like this is what it's all about,
Yeah.
help
We're
each
going
other.
to be right there.
Yeah,
Be where your
togetherness.
feet are.
Totally. I think there's a couple of those moments on the field I can think of that
Okay.
and that are awesome.
Yeah. Cool. So numbers at Eagle this year, we're projecting. Registration's open.
Registration's open.
And we're thinking been down a little bit, but sounds like we're on the upswing.
Yeah, we're on the upswing.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to get better too.
Mhm.
You know, recruiting at the middle school level is kind of where it starts.
Yeah.
Build those legs underneath you so you can build up.
Yeah.
Um, and we're looking better, like numbers wise, than last year. I
Yeah.
think for sure.
It's
The
always
middle
a,
school team is big.
that's good.
Yeah,
It's great. It's always a short time. I was a board president and just so nervous this time of year. I hope everybody signs up.
yeah,
You
yeah. It's a
know,
lot of just I mean, lacrosse is expensive.
yeah, getting all the orders in for stuff.
Yeah,
And,
for a first time player, that threshold to entry is
yeah.
it's steep. If I mean, I
Yeah.
know there's a lot of guys that are doing something. Coach Duke over at CUNA
Mhm.
said he was doing a lot of things to help his players out.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
For a growing sport in
Mhm.
Idaho, a non-traditional hotspot, it's like
Yeah.
you gotta do something. Man.
Yeah. And then Eagle does, I think Eagle has a little bit of flexibility, right? Helping parents out, get into the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We got some scholarship opportunities for
Hmm.
players that
Yeah.
might not
Need
be
some
able to
help.
afford.
And
Need some
then,
help.
maybe payment plans or whatever. It doesn't have to be a giant chunk of money right away.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that flexibility is there. So don't let it scare you
yeah.
away.
Flexibility's there.
And I know Eagles, a lot of great people. So they're going to, kid wants to play. They're going to make it.
Yeah,
So,
we'll make it happen.
mhm. All right. Any new cool gear this year? You got new buckets, sticker
No, we're
kit?
sticking with the chromes.
Okay.
Um,
I like the chromes.
I really do.
My request is the number. So I need the better
On the
number.
jerseys,
Yes, I couldn't see them on tape.
you're not the first person
I know.
to say.
My announcers were busting your guys' chops. So I
Yeah,
still.
yeah. That was I wouldn't say a misdesign, but it was definitely like we thought it was going to be something else.
Hmm.
And it just didn't
Well,
quite.
sometimes it looks great when
Yeah, it looks great on the
on the
screen.
sidelines. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. And when
um,
you're down there, it's just tough to call numbers. So
totally. I think we'll get.
you have to get like a door company or something, sponsor some jerseys.
They sponsor our coaches gear,
Okay.
so
There you go.
he does that.
Just give your dad a shout out to the
Give
business there.
Western Specialties,
Okay.
commercial doors,
Big sponsor.
big
Eagle High
sponsor.
Lacrosse. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
crane horn and everything.
Train horn and everything.
No new gear. Oh, we're making some new practice pennies this year.
Nice. I think practice pennies are underrated as far as how true
Totally.
they can be for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Eagles had theirs for a long time.
All right.
Like, I think it's like 7 years, the same design.
Those are amazing.
A little camo
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach, what else we missing? You wanted to help cover?
No, I just grateful to be here.
Yeah, man, I'm having a great time.
Um,
We went kind of quick, but I mean, it's all relative time. It's
yeah.
just the way it is. Um, I think I'm excited for Eagle this year for sure. I have a great vibe for this season
I
overall.
think it's gonna be great.
I think it's there's a lot of team. I think there's just maybe we're out of COVID fog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think so.
Players are different. They're looking better. Uh, there's just this different energy this season.
Yeah.
We're talking to all the coaches and everything, which I've been lucky to do, like yourself.
Yeah. We were able to see it a little bit too. A couple weeks ago, we had an alumni game.
Yeah,
Right
yeah. Let's
before
talk about
Christmas.
that.
Before Christmas, who would have thought end of December it would be 60 degrees?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
what's going to happen. It's going to be absolutely
I
terrible
know.
for lacrosse season. Like
Doesn't
February is going
yeah.
to be a murder. Yeah, but yeah. So how many guys showed up
We
today?
had like I want to say like 20 to 25 alum come,
That's amazing.
maybe a little bit more than most of our boys on
Mhm.
the high school team came. So it was pushing 45, 50 guys
Okay.
there. It was awesome. We had former coaches,
Yeah.
lots of former players. Black's ID Josh,
Yeah.
he's an Eagle alum, so he was Unk there, class of I think 2013 or
Oh
14.
man, so old.
Yeah, but it was so cool to see, the tradition of Eagle. A lot of
Hmm.
great players
Yeah.
across the board come back, want to play. And the way we had it set up was the first half was going to be separate, right?
Mhm.
Alum versus the high school team, and I thought, second half separate, like mix it in,
Yeah.
have a lot of fun because it's fun for the alumni to go up against their buddy.
Yeah.
Um, but it was halftime and it was score was tied, and we were like, hey, let's mix it up. And the high school boys were like, no, 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 no. We're not mixing it up. We want to take it to them.
Okay.
And so it was great, like seeing that fire still.
Yeah.
A lot of alum,
Mhm.
seeing that fire in the boys. It's so cool to see stuff like that happen and come together. It's kind of a short notice too.
You gonna Board has one? You gonna show up over
Aura has one. They do theirs in May.
there?
It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Okay.
Um, went this last year, had a blast. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's so fun to do those types of things.
You've been chopping it up with Ty over there at Smithers?
Yeah, yeah. So Ty
Hmm.
he was on that Centennial team when I was there.
Okay.
So I've known Ty for a long time. He's a great guy. I'm
Hmm.
glad Bora's got him.
Yeah.
Um,
Trying to get him on the show. He's a busy man.
he's an amazing guy. He's a busy guy. So I think Ty's doing great things with Bora.
Mhm.
Um,
Really? Championship game last year?
championship game. I think a lot of
Pretty close. Closer than I think.
most thought a lot of people thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams kind of just wrote Bora off just because they're Bora.
Hmm.
So it's awesome to see a lot of fight in those guys
Yeah.
coming back when everybody writes them off.
Yeah, I agree. Uh, they're close, man. I mean, it's coming.
They're close.
They have one of their polls, right? It's going to play in college. I thought I just saw that, or I thought they had a player. Was that last season? Anyways,
I'm not
I can't
sure.
remember.
I think they got a
Uh,
lot of talent
they got
there.
a lot of talent for sure. And Ty definitely seems to be coming around.
Yeah,
Seth did a great job.
that did a great job. And
Uh,
there's been a lot of
mhm,
coaches come through there. A lot of great coaches too. Dan Bargles,
mhm.
longtime lacrosse guy in Boise. He was one of my coaches.
Okay.
So it's cool to see how the program grow
Yeah.
and go in the right direction too. I never got to play in a championship game when I was playing there. So the fact that they are now,
Yeah.
it's great. I love
So
seeing that.
let's talk about that. So how sweet was that trophy that you got for winning that weekend?
It was
Like a
great.
championship trophy,
This is
right?
my first lacrosse trophy. That's why it still sits in my right above my desk. I mean,
Mhm.
or hoping to add to it, of course.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Um,
I was, no, it's funny how special that can be.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I'm not sure where our middle school trophy is. I'm sure Gary has it. Gary, all right.
Mhm.
He had it.
Which, he earned it.
He earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they're going for another one.
Mhm.
They got a lot of talent on this one.
Yes, they do.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
look solid.
fun to
It's
watch.
funny. So we've been doing those championship games 3-4 years now, I
hmm
guess. And watching that middle school level
hmm
step up and change, it's pretty significant in the last 4 years.
100%.
Yeah,
They're they are good.
they're pretty good, man.
They are good.
Yeah.
There's some players there that
Mhm.
I'm like, hey, if you were older, you would be like bigger, older, you'd be a
Sure.
varsity player. Like your stick skills
Yeah.
are fantastic.
Yeah, we're not passing three times shooting.
Yeah.
It's not like pass one pass and then
Drop, pick it
drop,
up.
pick it up, and go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
The game is growing.
Yeah.
It's so fun to see.
Yes. Yeah, because it's you can actually get into it.
hmm
Like those fundamentals aren't in the way now.
Yeah.
And and then you can start seeing that athleticism come out of those players as well.
Yeah.
So, and then thinking the process thing.
Yeah. Seeing the game, it slows
Mhm.
down for him a little
Yeah.
bit. Um,
Goalie play at early ages has been kind of crazy.
yeah. Yeah. We've got two goalies in our program,
Mhm.
freshman and senior. Both are great players. So I mean, that's the one thing that I think a lot of teams discount is like the goalie play. But you see the goalie play rising just across the board.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great goalies. I mean,
Mhm.
last year, Rogan Rice,
Yep.
All American at C of I. I mean,
Mhm.
fantastic goalie. It was frustrating to play against him.
Yeah. I know. And then yeah, the shots on the guy still, it was like he's probably the most shot on goalie in
I think
high
so.
school history for the most part.
I think so. And
And
his save percentage was number one.
yeah, and keeping his cool, right? Like it was a
hmm
cool dude out back there. Just frustrated like anybody, but still he like just kind of kept grinding it out.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah,
never saw him really have a bad attitude either. So I
yeah.
really commend him for that.
Hmm.
It'd be really easy to be the most shot on goalie and get very frustrated.
Oh, absolutely. But we
The
all
boring
yeah,
game for your goalie is a great game for everybody else.
yeah. Yeah. But, it's always the midi's fault. So
That's always his fault. Yeah, totally.
yeah. Yeah.
Not getting back in transition.
That's right. I told you to
Yeah.
recover, dude. Where you been? You've
Yeah.
been horsing around
Hey, you're
water.
scrubbing off the field.
Yeah.
All's on the other side of the field and you're coming off. Come on now.
Uh, let's pace of play this year.
Yeah.
You get some insight. Are you scared to share a little, but pick up the pace, control the pace,
I
a
think
little bit of
it's
everything. But is there like a coming out firing kind of strategy? You think you got the players, you got the ponies to run like that? I guess that's what I'm
yeah,
asking.
I think we do. I think if you've got a good defense and a good face off, really, you can run and gun a little bit too, play make it, take it.
Right,
There's been some teams in the past, that have had great face off players that, I mean, they don't get scored on because
right.
the other team never has the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
So there's some great face off players this year in the Valley.
Okay.
Um,
What about Eagle in particular?
we like our guy,
Okay.
Houston. We've got a great one coming up as a freshman, Kale. Um, they're both great.
Yeah. How great is it that you have this gap, right? Where just the right upperclassmen, I was just thinking when you brought up the goalie, senior goalie, freshman goalie,
hmm
have that opportunity for that freshman to learn
Totally.
from that senior,
Yeah.
and the same for face-off, right? What's the gap in there?
It's junior and freshman.
Junior, freshman, perfect.
So that they'll have a lot of time together.
Hmm.
Just learn and learn for the younger player, but then also push the older player.
Yeah,
Like if there's no competition for the spot, you can kind
yeah,
of get complacent a little
yeah,
bit.
absolutely.
So if you got a goalie competition,
Hmm.
that older goalie, one, it's got to get pushed, but two, that younger one's going to develop.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
seeing how, he plays, watching an older goalie on the clear, I think is huge for a younger goalie.
Yeah,
The game's fast. A throw that you might be able to make in middle school,
get away with. Yeah.
might not work at a
Mhm.
varsity level. Just guys are faster.
Faster closing speed.
Closing
They
speed, yeah.
anticipate the game
It
more
just
so.
gets faster as you go up too.
Yeah. So you have another job at where that program director for 208. Is that what it is?
No,
Head
not
coach.
program director. I'm just a coach.
It's a coach.
Yeah.
And then I've been keeping those separate, but I want to talk a little bit about recruiting for young players because I always like to have a segment on
Yeah.
it. And being on the road, seeing these young players and what's out there,
Hmm.
and setting those expectations up, uh, it's hammer to grades.
Yeah. Oh, grades are huge.
Yeah.
You think about who's good at lacrosse in college.
Mhm.
You have to have good grades to go play. If you have like aspirations to go play D1,
Yeah.
like grades are number one for sure. And there's like no debate about that. It's about your student athlete.
Sure.
But yeah, gotta have good grades. I think as soon as I throw myself under the bus here a little bit. I mean, in TBYLL, I can think of 2 games where I had to sit out because I didn't get a good grade on something.
Right.
And so shout out to my mom for keeping me
Mhm.
accountable for that. Um,
Yeah.
they're important.
Yeah. Uh, and it's a separation. Like if you're equal
Hmm.
with somebody out
Yep,
there in that recruiting world, the dude that has the better grades,
always go.
more attitude, of course,
Hmm.
right? Great fit attitude. Who has the grades?
Hmm.
Because the money can come from multiple places.
Yeah,
So, same for like D3. There's no athletic money, right? So you got to have some grades,
no NIL.
right? Yep. So, once in a while, maybe there's some grants or something that
Yeah,
kind of show up from boosters or whatever, but let's not count on anything.
let's get the grades.
Let's get the grades. Let's make it easy on
Yeah,
ourselves, right? So,
you don't want to make it harder than it needs to be.
no,
Yeah. So
don't eliminate options by being lazy. How we talk about time management.
yeah,
So, uh, I'm trying to remember. Maybe at Meridian when I was there, we did grade checks. Equal to grade check
yeah, we do
school.
grade checks. Like I said, we got Coach Matt Miller.
Hmm.
Great guy, great
Yeah.
coach. He's a teacher at Eagle.
Yep, that's what he said. Hmm.
So that
He's yanking those files.
oh his access and our AD is great. If I
Hmm.
want a grade check, I'll email him, send him a list of names, he'll bounce them back to me. But
Awesome.
having Matt there, this just makes things so much easier. So we check them.
Hmm. You have a policy for F or anything? Like if you got an F, you just
Just gotta have a 2.5.
okay.
So nothing lower. If it starts creeping
Hmm.
close to that 2.5, then under 3 we'll start getting on 'em. But we don't. I wouldn't say we necessarily have like a policy,
Okay.
2 weeks.
Like if you got an F this week in class,
Yeah, I mean, we check it, we see it,
okay.
we work with them, and having that access inside the school, I think, opens a few more doors for
So
us.
where maybe it doesn't get there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool. And then what else are coaches looking for on those sidelines out there?
Energy, hard work.
Yeah.
I think attitude too.
Great.
Growing up playing youth sports, my dad was my football coach,
Mhm.
um, and one of the head coach of our Optimist team. We're actually pretty good.
Okay.
Um,
What was the team?
Katuku Buffalo Fighters.
Okay.
Dr. Vincent Katuku was our
Awesome.
sponsor. I don't know who that guy is.
I don't, but I love
He's
the name.
from Kenya or
Okay.
somewhere.
Good.
And he sponsors. He's a motivational speaker. So he'd come talk to us, but Jeremy Ferguson, our head coach, attitude and effort.
Yeah.
If coach has to get on you about your attitude or your effort,
Two things you can control.
there are two things that you can control by yourself.
Yeah.
Do some inward reflection and kind of check yourself a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Did you ever had that guy come talk to the team now?
I
Katutu?
haven't.
What'd you say his name was?
Katuku.
Katutu.
I
Okay.
haven't, but that would be that. That's a great suggestion.
Okay.
He'd come talk to us. And, we're 10 years old.
Yeah.
Come pump us up a little bit.
Nice.
It was great. Some of those optimist practices, though, some of the worst conditioning I've ever done through college athletics. That's the worst conditioning came when I was
Carter says the same thing.
9 years old.
I will never suffer through a worse practice than Optimus
Oh,
with
1,000%.
Coach Beard, ex-Marine.
Our coach wasn't an ex-Marine. That sounds worse, but I think he was the DC at Eagle, which was really weird.
Yeah.
Small world. I'm now coaching at Eagle, and my Optimus head coach is the defensive coordinator at Eagle. He's at CUNA now, but a lot of lessons you learn really young.
Mm-hmm.
Optimus football, Y ball.
You always got more in the tank than you think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You
Don't
really
quit
do.
on yourself.
Don't quit on yourself. And whatever you do, you better not be walking.
Yeah.
Right?
No
You
walking.
gotta get that lineman shuffle going.
Oh yeah, is that the we call it the mom walk.
Okay.
You
Super
know,
finesse.
yeah, just
So it
make it.
kind of looks like running, but not really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look like you're running,
Mhm.
you're not running.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Well, hey, I won't keep you any longer. I
I
appreciate
appreciate it.
making time. I'm excited to watch catch more Eagle games this year.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
really fun.
it'll be fun for sure. And I'm excited, man. This season's going to be great.
Yeah.
We'll see,
Awesome.
man. Thanks for
Thank
making
you.
time.
Yeah.